The Bear and the Hare, a bedtime story by Gibs. In a dense, enchanted forest, where the whispers of leaves and the songs of birds filled the air, there lived an extraordinary bear named Benjamin and a lively hare known as Henry. This forest, untouched by the hurried pace of the outside world, was a place where magic seemed to linger in every rustling leaf and sparkling stream. Benny, as his friends affectionately called him, was a gentle giant. His massive frame was covered in thick, shimmering brown fur that glistened like polished mahogany in the dappled sunlight. He was known far and wide for his immense strength and the wisdom that came with his age. Yet, despite his imposing appearance, Benny's heart was as soft as the moss that carpeted the forest floor. He was the protector of all creatures within his realm, ensuring their safety and well-being with unwavering dedication. On the other end of the spectrum was Henry, a bundle of boundless energy. His fur was a striking blend of brown and white, and his ears stood tall like twin flagpoles. Henry was an adventurer at heart, perpetually curious and always in pursuit of new discoveries. His infectious enthusiasm was a source of joy for every inhabitant of the forest, and it was said that his laughter could make even the gloomiest day seem bright. These two creatures, seemingly worlds apart, would soon become the heartwarming soul of the enchanted forest, a place where the ordinary became extraordinary and where the essence of kindness reigned supreme. Little did they know that their unlikely friendship would forever alter the course of the forest's destiny, leaving an indelible mark on the hearts of all who had the privilege to know them. One sunny morning, as Benjamin embarked on one of his leisurely strolls through the forest, he came upon a peculiar sight. There, beneath a towering oak tree, was Henry, the hare, attempting a feat that seemed far beyond his reach. A daring climb to reach the highest branch. Henry was known for his unyielding determination and adventurous spirit, but his short stature often posed a significant challenge. He hopped and leaped, his fluffy tail bobbing with each effort, but the tree's highest branches remained tantalizingly out of reach. Benny, his curiosity piqued by the hare's relentless determination, watched for a while from the shadows of the trees. As he observed Henry's futile attempts, a gentle chuckle rumbled from deep within him. Unable to contain his amusement any longer, Benny stepped out into the open, casting a colossal shadow over Henry. The hare paused mid-jump, his whiskers twitching with a mixture of surprise and embarrassment. With a warm and friendly smile, Benny spoke. "Hey there, young one. That's quite a climb you've chosen." Henry, still catching his breath from his efforts, nodded enthusiastically. "Yes, Benny, I'm going to conquer this tree today." Benny couldn't help but be touched by the hare's determination. He extended one of his enormous paws large enough to envelop Henry entirely. "Well then, my friend, would you like a little help?" Henry's eyes widened with excitement as he looked up at the towering bear. "You do that for me, Benny?" Without a moment's hesitation, Benny carefully lifted Henry onto his massive shoulders. He stood upright on his hind legs, his towering form now reaching the very heights that the hare had so desperately wanted to reach. Henry, his heart filled with exhilaration, reached the highest branch with ease. He grabbed hold of it and grinned from ear to ear. "I did it!" From that moment forward, the bear and the hare's friendship blossomed, as did their adventures in the enchanting forest. Little did they know that their unique bond would bring not only sweetness and joy to their lives, but also inspire all the creatures of the forest with their heartwarming tale. As the days turned into weeks, and the weeks into seasons, Benny the bear and Hare the hare embarked on a series of extraordinary adventures that mirrored the ever-changing face of their enchanted forest. With the arrival of spring, the forest awakened in a burst of color and life. Benny and Hare strolled through meadows carpeted with wildflowers, their petals adorned with dewdrops that glistened like tiny jewels. Benny marveled at the vibrant blossoms and the fragrant scents that filled the air, while Hare shared his boundless knowledge of the forest's smallest wonders. "This," Hare would say, pointing to a delicate butterfly that flitted by, "is a testament to nature's artistry. Look at the intricate patterns on its wings, each one unique and beautiful. Benny, always the protector, stood watchful and proud, ensuring that their peaceful walks remained undisturbed by any potential dangers. Spring, with its fresh beginnings, became a season of discovery and wonder for the two friends. Summer in the enchanted forest brought warm, sun-drenched days and cool, starlit nights. Benny and Hare would often seek refuge from the midday sun by lounging beside the forest's babbling brooks, their reflections shimmering in the crystal-clear waters. Benny would often doze off under the shade of a giant oak tree, his massive frame casting a comforting shadow. Meanwhile, Hare, the boundless ball of energy, would explore the water's edge. He'd dip his furry paws into the stream, giggling with delight as tiny fish nibbled at his toes. These lazy summer afternoons were filled with the harmony of nature, and it was during these tranquil moments that Benny and Hare learned that true companionship was not just about shared adventures, but also about being comfortable in each other's silent company. When autumn arrived, the forest transformed into a breathtaking tapestry of reds, yellows, and oranges. Benny and Hare, armed with baskets, set out to collect fallen leaves of every hue. With nimble paws, Hare crafted intricate leaf crowns, one for Benny and one for himself, both worn with pride. Each leaf, Hare explained as he weaved the colors together, is like a unique story in this grand tale of the forest. Just like our adventures, each one is special in its own way. Benny, always the gentle giant, took a moment to admire the colors, and together they create a masterpiece, just as our friendship does. And so, as the seasons cycled through the enchanted forest, Benny the bear and Hare the hare continued to forge bonds that grew stronger with each passing day. Their adventures became the stuff of legends in the forest, and their friendship was the very essence of the magic that filled their beloved home. Benny the bear and Hare the hare's friendship was like a radiant beacon in the enchanted forest, but even the strongest bonds faced challenges from time to time. One sunny afternoon, as the two friends were out exploring, they encountered a situation that tested their friendship in a way they hadn't experienced before. Deep in the heart of the forest, they stumbled upon a fallen tree, blocking their path. This wasn't just any tree, it was an ancient oak, and its massive branches formed a formidable barrier. Hare, always eager for adventure, suggested they find a way around it. But Benny, who was known for his wisdom, had a different idea. "Let's work together to move the tree," Benny proposed, his large brown eyes filled with determination. Hare hesitated, looking at the enormous obstacle before them. "But Benny, it's so big, how can we possibly move it?" Benny smiled gently, placing a massive paw on Hare's back. "My dear friend, we may be different in many ways, but together we have strength and determination that knows no bounds." With that, they began their laborious task. Benny, with his immense power, took the lead, lifting one end of the tree trunk. Hare, with his quick wit and resourcefulness, suggested using fallen branches as leverage. Hours passed as they pushed, pulled, and lifted. They grunted and strained, but their determination never wavered. Their efforts were met with progress, albeit slow. Sweat dripped from Benny's fur, and Hare's paws ached, but they continued, fueled by their unshakable friendship. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm orange glow over the forest, they finally succeeded in moving the fallen oak, clearing the path before them. Exhausted but triumphant, they looked at each other, their eyes gleaming with pride. "That was quite a challenge," Hare admitted, panting but grinning. Benny nodded, his smile equally wide. "Indeed, my friend, but it's in overcoming challenges together that our friendship grows even stronger." Their encounter with the fallen tree was a reminder that even the most solid friendships faced obstacles along the way. Benny and Hare had proven that as long as they faced those challenges together, with determination and unwavering support, their friendship could overcome anything. And so, they continued their adventures in the enchanted forest, knowing that each challenge they faced only added to the depth and beauty of their extraordinary friendship. Benny the bear and Hare the hare's adventures in the enchanted forest were more than just exciting escapades. They were a testament to the strength of their unique friendship. As they explored the depths of the forest and experienced its wonders together, they gained valuable wisdom that they were eager to share with others. One sunny afternoon, as they rested beside a babbling brook, they noticed a group of young animals gathered nearby. Among them was Sophie, a timid young squirrel, who looked up to Benny and Hare with wide eyes. Curiosity piqued, Hare nudged Benny gently and whispered, "Look, Benny, it seems like the young ones want to know more about our friendship." Benny nodded, and together they approached the group. Sophie, her furry tail twitching nervously, spoke up first. "Benny, Hare, we've heard so much about your amazing friendship. Can you share some wisdom with us? How do you stay such good friends, even though you're so different?" Benny's deep voice resonated through the clearing as he began to share their wisdom. "Friendship, my dear friends, is like the tallest tree in the forest. It requires strong roots to stand tall and withstand the storms that may come our way." Hare added, "Being different is what makes our friendship special. We celebrate each other's strengths and help each other through our weaknesses. We listen, we learn, and most importantly, we care." Sophie and the other young animals listened intently, their eyes wide with wonder. Then he continued, "We've learned that the world is a better place when we embrace diversity and cherish the unique qualities that each of us brings. Our differences make us stronger." Hare chimed in, and just like the seasons change, friendships also have their ups and downs. But it's in facing challenges together, like moving that fallen tree, that we grow closer. As Benny and Hare shared their wisdom with the young animals, they felt a profound sense of fulfillment. They knew that their friendship was not just about the adventures they had, but also about the lessons they learned and the values they held dear. Sophie and her friends left the clearing that day, inspired by the bear and the hare's words of wisdom. They were determined to apply those lessons to their own friendships and relationships in the forest. Benny and Hare had not only shared their adventures, but also planted seeds of kindness and acceptance in the hearts of the forest's youngest residents. And so, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm, golden glow over the clearing, Benny and Hare watched the young animals disperse, knowing that they had made a lasting impact on the future of the enchanted forest. Their friendship continued to serve as a shining example of the power of love, acceptance, and the beauty of embracing differences. As the years flowed gently through the enchanted forest, the bond between Benny the bear and Hare the hare remained as steadfast as ever. Their friendship was an enduring testament to the magic of love, acceptance, and shared adventures. In the heart of their beloved forest, Benny and Hare continued to live out their days peacefully, surrounded by friends who cherished their friendship and learned from their example. The seasons came and went, each bringing its own unique beauty to the forest, but the core of their friendship remained unwavering. With the wisdom of age, Benny and Hare had come to understand that life itself was an endless adventure, a series of moments to be cherished and celebrated. They reveled in the simple pleasures of the forest, the gentle rustling of leaves, the laughter of the young animals, and the warm glow of the sun as it filtered through the tall trees. They shared quiet evenings by the fire, sipping on warm berry tea and reminiscing about their adventures. Benny would recall the time they moved the fallen oak tree, while Hare would regale him with stories of their springtime explorations. Their laughter would fill the air, a melody that spoke of a friendship that had stood the test of time. Through the passing seasons, they also witnessed the growth and evolution of the forest. New generations of animals came and went, forming their own friendships and bonds, inspired by the example set by the bear and the hare. Benny and Hare took pride in knowing that they had played a part in fostering a culture of kindness and acceptance in their beloved home. As they gazed up at the starry night sky, their hearts filled with contentment. Benny spoke softly, "Hare, my dear friend, life's adventures may change, but our friendship remains constant." Hare nodded, his eyes reflecting the wisdom of their shared years. "Indeed, Benny, as long as we have each other and the memories we've created, every day is an adventure worth savoring." And so, in the heart of the enchanted forest, Benny the bear and Hare the hare continued to write their story, one moment at a time. Their lives were a testament to the enduring power of a truly wholesome and sweet friendship. In their forest, the enchantment was not just in the magic of the land, but in the magic of their friendship, a bond that would forever be remembered as the sweetest and most heartwarming tale of all. In another part of the world, there was a friendship as rare as it was heartwarming, for in the animal kingdom, predators and prey rarely formed such bonds. A different pair of friends went on adventures. The forest they called home was a paradise of vibrant colors and enchanting scents. Towering pine trees stretched high into the sky, their branches forming a natural cathedral that filtered the dap of sunlight, casting a magical glow upon the forest floor. Wildflowers of every hue carpeted the ground, while crystal-clear streams meandered through the woodland, providing a soothing symphony of babbling water. Benjamin, the bear, was a gentle giant with fur as warm and inviting as a cozy cabin blanket. He possessed a calm and nurturing nature, and his heart was as big as his massive paws. Though he could have easily hunted for his food, he had made a pact with the forest creatures, promising to protect and help them in return for friendship. The animals loved and respected him in turn, knowing that they could seek refuge and wisdom beneath his towering presence. Hazel, on the other hand, was a tiny bundle of energy. Her fur was the color of the golden sunrise, and her eyes sparkled with a mischievous glint. She was known far and wide for her cleverness and agility, traits that had kept her out of Benjamin's mighty jaws when they first crossed paths. Instead of running from the bear, Hazel had boldly challenged him to a game of wits, and after a night of riddles and laughter, their friendship had blossomed. One bright morning, as the forest basked in the soft glow of dawn, Hazel approached Benjamin with a twinkle in her eye. "Benjamin," she chirped, "I have a splendid idea. Let's embark on an adventure together, explore the far reaches of our beloved forest, and discover the wonders that lie beyond our usual stomping grounds." Benjamin's eyes crinkled with amusement as he considered her proposal. "My dear Hazel," he rumbled in his deep, rumbling voice, "that sounds like an excellent plan. I've always wondered what secrets our forest keeps hidden." And so, with a shared sense of excitement, they set off on their adventure. The forest welcomed them with open arms, its beauty and mysteries unfolding with each step they took. They ventured deep into the heart of the woodland, where the air grew cooler and the scent of pine was more intoxicating. As they walked, Hazel would hop ahead, scouting for hidden treasures, while Benjamin followed at a leisurely pace, his massive frame a reassuring presence. They discovered hidden waterfalls cascading into crystalline pools, their waters as clear as the sky. Benjamin would take long drinks from these pools, refreshing himself and splashing water playfully at Hazel. They encountered a grove of ancient gnarled oak trees, their branches forming a natural canopy under which they rested. Benjamin recounted tales of his youth, while Hazel listened intently, her ears perked with curiosity. One day, they stumbled upon a meadow, a sun-drenched paradise blanketed in wildflowers of every imaginable color. The sight was so breathtaking that even Benjamin, with his colossal presence, felt dwarfed by the beauty of nature. Hazel twirled among the blooms, her laughter filling the air, while Benjamin lay down in the soft grass, feeling the warmth of the sun on his fur. Their adventure took them through dense thickets and up steep hills, each new landscape more spectacular than the last. Along the way, they encountered other forest inhabitants, wise old owls, playful squirrels, and even a family of deer who greeted them with a friendly nod. As days turned into weeks, Hazel and Benjamin's bond grew stronger. They shared stories, sang songs, and discovered that the true magic of their adventure lay not just in the beauty of the forest, but in the friendship they had forged. They became inseparable, the bear and the hare, a testament to the power of love and kindness. One evening, as they sat beneath a star-studded sky, Hazel turned to Benjamin and said, "You know, my dear friend, this adventure has been the most extraordinary journey of my life. I am grateful every day for your friendship and for the wonders we've experienced together." Benjamin nodded, his eyes reflecting the same sentiment. "And I, Hazel, am grateful for your friendship as well. You have brought joy and laughter into my life in ways I could never have imagined." With hearts full of love and contentment, they made their way back to their forest home, their adventure forever etched in their memories. The bear and the hare, predator and prey, had defied the odds to find a friendship that was as enduring as the forest itself, a testament to the beauty of the natural world and the magic of unexpected connections. In the heart of the sprawling emerald forest, nestled between towering pine trees and beside a tranquil, babbling brook, lived Benjamin the bear and Hazel the hare. Their friendship was a remarkable sight, for in the animal kingdom, it was uncommon to see a predator and prey living in such harmony. This particular morning dawned with the soft hues of pink and gold that painted the sky. Benjamin was lounging beneath a massive oak tree, his thick, brown fur shining in the gentle sunlight. Hazel, her golden brown fur glistening, hopped over to him with an excitement that was hard to contain. "Benjamin," she exclaimed, "I have a feeling that today will be an extraordinary day. Let's embark on an adventure, just you and me." Benjamin, with his warm brown eyes and kind-hearted demeanor, couldn't resist Hazel's enthusiasm. "Why not, my dear friend?" he rumbled in his deep, soothing voice. "Every day with you is an adventure. Where shall we go?" Hazel's eyes sparkled as she hopped up and down. "Let's explore deeper into the forest beyond the places we've ever been. Who knows what wonders we might find?" With a nod, Benjamin heaved himself up, and together, they set off into the heart of the forest. The forest welcomed them with the sweet scent of pine and the chorus of chirping birds. Moss-covered rocks lined the path they followed, leading them deeper into the wilderness. As they ventured further, the forest transformed around them. Tall ferns brushed against their fur, and the canopy of leaves above grew denser, casting dappled shadows upon the forest floor. Shafts of sunlight pierced through the canopy, creating a breathtaking interplay of light and shadow. Hazel led the way, her agile form easily navigating the underbrush. Benjamin followed, his massive paws making a gentle thud with each step. They encountered a hidden waterfall that spilled into a serene, azure pool, surrounded by vibrant wildflowers of every hue. Benjamin dipped his snout into the cool water, taking long sips, while Hazel played among the flowers, twirling and leaping with delight. The journey continued, taking them through dense thickets and up steep hills. They discovered hidden groves filled with ancient, gnarled trees, where Benjamin would sit down, his massive frame a testament to the wisdom of time, and Hazel would nestle beside him, sharing stories and laughter. After days of exploration, their adventure took an unexpected turn. While Hazel was bounding through a thicket, her keen eyes caught sight of something small and shiny nestled amidst the leaves. She bent down and discovered a single peanut, gleaming in the dappled sunlight. "Look, Benjamin," Hazel exclaimed, holding the peanut aloft. "A treasure." Benjamin lumbered over, his eyes widening in curiosity. "A peanut indeed," he said, his voice tinged with amusement. "It's not often one finds such a delicacy in the wild." Hazel held the peanut between her tiny paws and inspected it closely. "Shall we share this special find, my friend?" With a chuckle, Benjamin nodded, and they broke the peanut in half. The nutty aroma wafted through the air as they savored the simple pleasure of their discovery. It was a small treasure, but it felt like a gift from the forest itself, a reminder of the beauty and surprises that nature held. As the sun began to set, casting a warm, orange glow over the forest, Benjamin and Hazel made their way back to their home. They might have found a peanut, but the true treasure was the bond they shared, a friendship that defied the norms of the animal kingdom. Deep within the heart of a pristine forest, where towering pines brushed the sky and the air was filled with the sweet scent of wildflowers, two unlikely friends lived in harmony. Benjamin the bear, with his massive frame and gentle eyes, and Hazel the hare, with her quick wit and boundless energy, were inseparable companions. Their friendship was a beacon of unity in the animal kingdom, where predator and prey rarely formed such bonds. One clear morning, as the forest was bathed in the soft glow of dawn, Hazel hopped over to Benjamin, her golden brown fur shimmering in the early light. "Benjamin," she said with an excited gleam in her eyes. "I've heard whispers of a mysterious place deep within the forest, a circle of stones said to hold great magic. I think we should go on an adventure and find it." Benjamin, with his usual calm and wise demeanor, considered Hazel's proposal. "An adventure, you say? Well, my dear friend, I trust your instincts. Lead the way, and we shall uncover the secrets of this enchanted place." With their hearts full of curiosity and the promise of adventure, Benjamin and Hazel set off into the heart of the forest. The forest welcomed them. With its tranquil beauty, tall trees formed a natural cathedral, allowing dappled sunlight to filter through to the forest floor, where wildflowers of every color painted a vibrant tapestry. Hazel, the agile explorer, led the way, zigzagging through thickets and over mossy rocks. Benjamin followed closely behind, his massive paws leaving deep impressions in the soft earth. The air was filled with the songs of birds, their melodious tunes guiding the adventurers deeper into the woods. As they journeyed, the forest seemed to change around them. The canopy above grew thicker, casting intricate patterns of light and shadow on the ground. They crossed crystal clear streams, their waters glistening like liquid diamonds, and they marveled at the intricate latticework of ferns that lined their path. Hazel's keen eyes never wavered, and after hours of wandering, they stumbled upon a clearing unlike any they had seen before. In the center of the clearing stood a circle of ancient stones, weathered by time and crowned with moss and wildflowers. It was a place that they exuded an aura of ancient magic, and the air felt charged with energy. "Benjamin, look," Hazel whispered, her voice tinged with wonder. "We found it, the circle of stones." Benjamin nodded, his wise eyes filled with reverence. "It is a sacred place, Hazel, and it feels as if the very heartbeat of the forest resonates here." They stepped into the circle, the stones cool beneath their paws and feet. As they did, a gentle breeze rustled the leaves overhead, and a sense of peace enveloped them. It was as if the forest itself had welcomed them into its heart. They spent hours within the circle, sharing stories, laughter, and moments of quiet reflection. Time seemed to stand still, and it felt as though they were connected to the very essence of the forest, as if they could hear its whispers and feel its secrets. As the sun began its descent toward the horizon, Benjamin and Hazel finally left the circle of stones, their hearts full of gratitude for the magical experience they had shared. The journey back home was filled with a profound sense of contentment, for they had discovered that the true treasure of their adventure was not the circle of stones but the bond of friendship that had grown stronger with every step they took. They returned to their forest home, where the tall pines and wildflowers stood as silent witnesses to their extraordinary journey. Back in the heart of a lush and sprawling forest, where sunlight filtered through the dense canopy of towering oak and pine trees, two inseparable friends thrived: Benjamin the bear and Hazel the hare. Their friendship was an anomaly in the animal kingdom, where predator and prey rarely form such bonds. But Benjamin was no ordinary bear. He possessed a gentle and kind-hearted nature, while Hazel was a sprightly and quick-witted hare, their personalities perfectly complementing each other. One sunny morning, as the forest awakened with the songs of birds and the rustling of leaves, Hazel hopped over to Benjamin's favorite resting spot beneath a massive oak tree. Her golden-brown fur shimmered in the soft morning light. "Benjamin," she exclaimed with her usual enthusiasm, "I've heard rumors of a hidden honey tree deep within the forest, a place where the sweetest honey flows like a river. I think we should go on an adventure and find it." Benjamin, with his deep, soothing voice and wise eyes, considered Hazel's proposal. "An adventure, my dear friend? I trust your instincts. Lead the way and we shall embark on this sweet journey." With hearts full of excitement and anticipation, they set off into the heart of the forest. The woods welcomed them with its natural splendor. Towering trees formed a cathedral-like canopy, dappling the forest floor with patches of golden sunlight. Wildflowers of every color painted a vibrant tapestry at their feet, and the air was scented with the fragrance of pine and earth. Hazel, with her agile and nimble form, led the way through the woods. Benjamin followed closely behind, his massive paws leaving deep imprints in the soft earth. The chorus of birdsong accompanied them, a joyful symphony that echoed through the trees. As they ventured deeper, the forest transformed around them. Moss-covered rocks lined their path, and the air grew cooler as they approached a crystal-clear stream. They crossed over a fallen log, its surface carpeted with velvety moss, and marveled at the delicate latticework of ferns that surrounded them. Hazel's keen eyes never wavered, and after hours of exploration, they stumbled upon a hidden glade unlike any they had seen before. In the center of the glade stood an enormous, gnarled oak tree, its branches heavy with clusters of golden honeycombs. "Benjamin, look," Hazel whispered in awe. "We found the honey tree." Benjamin nodded, his wise eyes filled with wonder. "It's a marvelous discovery, Hazel. The tree seems to have gifted us this treasure." With great care, Benjamin extended his massive paw and gently plucked a honeycomb from the tree. Hazel hopped up beside him, her whiskers twitching with anticipation. They shared a sweet moment as they indulged in the sticky amber nectar, their taste buds tingling with delight. As they enjoyed their impromptu feast, a soft breeze rustled the leaves overhead, and a sense of contentment washed over them. The forest seemed to sigh in harmony with their joy. Hours passed as they savored the honey, shared stories, and basked in the serene beauty of the glade. The sun began its descent toward the horizon, casting a warm, golden glow over the forest. With their hearts full of gratitude for the adventure and the honey they had shared, Benjamin and Hazel decided to leave the glade and return to their forest home. They trekked back through the woods, the tall trees standing sentinel, and the wildflowers swaying in the fading light. As they settled into their favorite spot beneath the massive oak tree, they knew that their adventure had brought them something far more precious than honey, a bond of friendship that was as enduring and sweet as the forest itself. In the heart of the enchanted wilderness, they were a testament to the beauty of unlikely friendships and the joy of simple pleasures. In a picturesque woodland nestled deep within the heart of the Rocky Mountains, two dear friends, Benjamin the bear and Hazel the hare, lived in perfect harmony. Their unique friendship was a testament to the extraordinary bonds that could form in the animal kingdom, where predator and prey rarely shared such companionship. One bright and sunny morning, as the forest awoke to the symphony of birdsong and the gentle rustling of leaves, Hazel bounded over to Benjamin's favorite spot beneath a grand old oak tree. Her golden brown fur glistened in the soft morning light. "Benjamin," she exclaimed with a gleam in her eye, "I've heard whispers of a magical meadow deep within our forest. They say it's filled with the most magnificent butterflies you can imagine. I think we should go on an adventure and witness this enchanting sight together." Benjamin, with his calm and gentle nature, considered Hazel's proposal with a fond smile. "An adventure, my dear friend. I trust your instincts. Lead the way and we shall embark on this beautiful journey." With hearts full of anticipation, they ventured into the heart of the forest. The woods welcomed them. With its splendid towering pines formed a majestic canopy overhead, their branches creating a patchwork of sunlight on the forest floor. Wildflowers of every color adorned their path, their fragrant blooms attracting a myriad of buzzing insects. Hazel, agile and nimble, guided the way through thickets and over mossy rocks. Benjamin followed closely behind, his massive paws leaving deep imprints in the soft earth. The melody of birdsong surrounded them, harmonizing with the gentle sounds of the forest. As they journeyed deeper into the woods, the environment transformed around them. Moss-covered rocks lined their path, and the air grew cooler as they approached a crystal-clear stream. They crossed a small wooden bridge, its surface softened by a velvety carpet of moss, and marveled at the delicate, lace-like patterns of ferns that enveloped them. Hazel's keen eyes never wavered, and after hours of exploration, they stumbled upon a hidden clearing unlike any they had ever seen. It was a meadow, bathed in sunlight, and it seemed to shimmer with the colors of 1,000 rainbows. Everywhere they looked, butterflies of all sizes and hues fluttered gracefully through the air. "Benjamin, look," Hazel whispered in awe. "We found the magical butterfly meadow." Benjamin nodded, his wise eyes filled with wonder. "It's a breathtaking sight, Hazel. The forest has gifted us this treasure." They settled down amidst the wildflowers and watched in silence as the butterflies danced in the warm breeze. Butterflies with wings the color of morning dew and others as vibrant as a summer sunset flitted about, their delicate wings casting a kaleidoscope of colors. Hazel, with her keen curiosity, couldn't resist reaching out to one particularly friendly butterfly. It landed gently on her nose, tickling her whiskers. Hazel's laughter filled the air, and Benjamin couldn't help but chuckle at her joy. As they sat in the meadow, time seemed to stand still. The forest around them sighed in harmony with the fluttering of the butterflies, and the serenity of the moment filled their hearts. Hours passed, and as the sun began its descent, casting a golden glow over the meadow, Benjamin and Hazel knew it was time to leave. They trekked back through the woods, the tall trees standing sentinel, and the wildflowers swaying in the fading light. Returning to their cozy spot beneath the old oak tree, they knew that their adventure had gifted them something far more precious than the beauty of the butterfly meadow, a bond of friendship that was as enduring and graceful as the butterflies themselves. In the heart of the enchanted wilderness, they were a testament to the magic of unlikely friendships and the joy of finding wonder in the simplest of moments. In the heart of a vast, majestic forest, where towering pines and ancient oaks formed a natural cathedral, lived two friends whose bond was as rare as it was heartwarming. Benjamin the bear and Hazel the hare. Their friendship, an oddity in the animal kingdom where predator and prey rarely mingled so intimately, had blossomed into a beautiful testament to the power of love and kindness. One crisp and sunny morning, as the forest was bathed in the soft, golden light of dawn, Hazel bounded over to Benjamin's favorite resting spot beneath a towering oak. Her golden brown fur shimmered with life. "Benjamin," she said with a gleam in her eye, "I've always wondered what lies beyond the forest, in the distant hills. Shall we go on a grand adventure, just you and me, and hike to the highest peak to see the world from above?" Benjamin, with his gentle eyes and wise demeanor, considered Hazel's proposal with a warm smile. "An adventure, my dear friend. I trust your sense of wonder. Lead the way, and we shall embark on this grand journey together." With hearts full of excitement, they set off into the heart of the forest, venturing deeper and deeper into the woods. The forest welcomed them with its natural splendor. Tall trees created a canopy above, dappled with sunlight that painted patterns on the forest floor. Wildflowers of every color decorated their path, the sweet fragrance filling the air. Hazel, agile and nimble, led the way through the dense thickets and over mossy rocks. Benjamin followed, his massive paws leaving deep prints in the soft earth. The chorus of bird songs accompanied them, serenading their journey. As they ventured deeper into the woods, the forest seemed to transform around them. Moss-covered rocks lined their path, and the air grew cooler as they approached a babbling brook. They crossed over a small wooden bridge, its surface softened by a velvety carpet of moss, and marveled at the intricate lattice work of ferns that enveloped them. Hazel's keen eyes never wavered, and after hours of exploration, they stumbled upon a hidden gem, a pristine emerald meadow with a crystal-clear stream winding through it. Tall grasses swayed gently in the breeze, and wildflowers of every hue seemed to bow in reverence to the beauty of the place. "Benjamin, look," Hazel whispered in awe. "We found it a hidden meadow untouched by the world." Benjamin nodded, his wise eyes filled with wonder. "It's a magnificent discovery, Hazel. The forest has revealed its secrets to us." They settled down amidst the wildflowers and enjoyed a quiet moment, listening to the gentle murmur of the stream. The forest around them seemed to breathe, and the serenity of the moment filled their hearts. With renewed energy, they continued their hike, ascending the gentle slope of the hillside. The trees gradually thinned, revealing breathtaking vistas of rolling hills and distant mountains. Their path wound through a forest of towering pines, their branches creating a majestic corridor that led them ever upward. As they reached the summit of the hill, their breaths were taken away by the panoramic view that stretched before them. The world lay at their feet, a patchwork of forests, meadows, and rivers that seemed to go on forever. The sun hung low in the sky, casting a warm, golden light that bathed the landscape in a magical glow. Hazel turned to Benjamin, her eyes sparkling with joy. "Benjamin, This is more beautiful than I ever imagined. Thank you for sharing this adventure with me." Benjamin smiled warmly. "Thank you, Hazel, for leading us to this wondrous place. It's a reminder that even in the simplest of moments, we can find the most extraordinary beauty." As the sun began its descent, casting a warm, orange glow over the world, Benjamin and Hazel knew it was time to head back to their forest home. The journey back was filled with a profound sense of contentment, for they had discovered that the true treasure of their adventure was not the destination, but the bond of friendship that had grown stronger with every step they took. Returning to their cozy spot beneath the towering oak, they knew that they had embarked on an unforgettable adventure. In the heart of the enchanted wilderness, they were a testament to the beauty of unlikely friendships and the joy of exploring the world together, one step at a time. In a picturesque forest nestled deep within the embrace of towering pine trees, there lived two remarkable friends whose bond defied the norms of the animal kingdom. Benjamin, the gentle bear, and Hazel, the spirited hare. Their friendship, a testament to the power of love and kindness, had blossomed amidst the tranquility of their woodland home. One bright and sunny morning, when the forest was alive with the songs of birds and the gentle rustling of leaves, Hazel hopped over to Benjamin's favorite resting spot near a pristine, crystal-clear lake. Her golden-brown fur glistened in the warm morning light. "Benjamin," she said with a gleam in her eye, "I've heard whispers of a hidden swimming hole deep within the forest, a secret place where the water is cool and inviting. Shall we go on an adventure, just you and me, and take a dip in its refreshing waters?" Benjamin, with his wise eyes and kind-hearted nature, considered Hazel's proposal with a warm smile. "An adventure, my dear friend. I trust your sense of wonder. Lead the way, and we shall embark on this refreshing journey together." With hearts full of excitement, they set off into the heart of the forest, following Hazel's nimble lead. The woods welcomed them with its serene beauty. Tall trees created a leafy canopy overhead, allowing the sunlight to filter through in dappled patterns. Wildflowers of every hue graced their path, their sweet fragrance filling the air. The trail led them deeper into the woods, where moss-covered rocks lined their path, and the air grew cooler as they approached the source of the gentle, babbling brook. They crossed over a small wooden bridge, its surface softened by a velvety carpet of moss, and marveled at the delicate lattice-work of ferns that enveloped them. Hazel's keen eyes never wavered, and after a delightful journey, they arrived at a hidden oasis, a secluded, sun-dappled clearing beside a pristine lake. The water sparkled like liquid sapphire, and the surrounding trees created a natural curtain of shade, inviting them to the water's edge. "Benjamin, look!" Hazel exclaimed in delight. "We found it, the secret swimming hole!" Benjamin nodded, his wise eyes filled with wonder. "It's a treasure, Hazel. The forest has revealed its hidden gem to us." They wasted no time. Hazel, with her boundless energy, hopped right into the water with a joyful splash. Benjamin followed more deliberately, his massive frame making a graceful entrance into the cool, clear lake. The water felt refreshing against their fur, and they swam with effortless grace. Hazel darted about like a fish, her fur glinting as she frolicked beneath the surface. Benjamin swam more leisurely, his powerful strokes creating gentle ripples on the lake's surface. As they swam and played, their laughter filled the air. The forest around them seemed to sigh contentedly, as if it too reveled in the joy of their adventure. After hours of swimming, they finally emerged from the lake, their fur glistening in the warm sunlight. They settled on the shore, basking in the serene beauty of the place. The forest whispered around them, a soothing lullaby that seemed to cradle them in its embrace. With the sun beginning its descent toward the horizon, casting a golden glow over the lake, Benjamin and Hazel knew it was time to head back to their forest home. The journey back was filled with a profound sense of contentment, for they had discovered that the true treasure of their adventure was not the destination, but the bond of friendship that had grown stronger with every splash and laugh. Returning to their cozy spot near the lake, they knew that they had embarked on an unforgettable adventure. In the heart of the enchanted wilderness, they were a testament to the beauty of unlikely friendships and the joy of savoring the simple pleasures of life together, one splash at a time. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful night and sweet dreams. And thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Check out my website in the description below to see what I'm writing. And just below there are some suggestions related to what we talked about today.